Background radiation. The Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field protects us from some really nasty stuff, namely radiation. Cosmic rays, solar winds, and electromagnetic particles permeate the universe, so much so that astronauts traveling between Earth and Mars will receive a full-body CT scan's worth of radiation every 5 to 6 days. Any that didn't succumb to radiation sickness before reaching their target would almost certainly develop severe cancer in their lifetime. 9. The expanding sun. Our sun is constantly using nuclear fusion to combine hydrogen and helium together in order to keep itself burning. However, its hydrogen is not infinite, and as it gets used up, the sun will get hotter and hotter. Eventually, it'll get so hot that the Earth's atmosphere will be burned away, and our oceans will boil and evaporate completely. Then, once all the sun's hydrogen is gone, it will expand outward into a red giant, consuming the Earth once and for all. 8. Hypernovae. With 100 times more energy than a standard supernova, hypernovae are powerful explosions that occur upon the death of a massive star. Although the factors that cause a star to go hypernova are widely disputed, we do know that the result is often a black hole or neutron star. Hypernovae are also the source of gamma ray bursts in the universe, and they are bright enough to be seen by telescopes millions of light years away. 7. Electromagnetic vibrations. Space is practically a perfect vacuum, meaning that you can count on the fact that your ears won't be picking up any sound while you're outside your shuttle. While the thought of complete silence might be maddening on its own, don't believe that just because you can't hear anything, that there isn't any sound. Due to the lack of gases for them to travel through, sound waves are not present out in space, but sounds are still transmitted in space via electromagnetic vibrations. NASA recorded some of these vibrations from select celestial bodies in our solar system and played them back, resulting in some truly chilling sci-fi horror effects. 6. Everything can kill you. In space, there is no room for error. Even the smallest mistake can and will kill you. Out of the 430 humans we have sent into space, 18 never made it home. Advancements in technology have made space flights today much safer than they used to be. In the 1970s, nearly 30% of people who went into space died. However, the furthest we have traveled is our moon. A trip to Mars would increase the risk tenfold, and going beyond is still far beyond our capabilities. 5. Time dilation. Imagine an astronaut traveling through space at speeds near that of light. Now imagine a person standing on Earth. According to Einstein's theory of special relativity, the astronaut will experience time much slower than the stationary person, although neither will perceive any difference in the time passing around them. When the astronaut finally returns home, even if it's been many years on Earth since he left, he will have only aged a fraction of that time. This is known as time dilation, and although we have yet to develop technology that allows us to move humans at speeds fast enough to notice its effects, we have seen instances of it while studying high-speed particles in a laboratory. 4. Hypervelocity stars. Thought to be the result of a close encounter with a black hole, hypervelocity stars are stars that have been ejected from their systems and sent rocketing through intergalactic space at speeds up to 2 million miles per hour. Although most of the hypervelocity stars we've identified so far are of similar size and mass as the Sun, they can theoretically be of any size and reach even more incredible speeds. 3. Solar flares. Despite the occasional sunburn, our sun has provided us with warmth and light for billions of years. However, don't let our local star fool you. Our sun is a vast miasma of incandescent plasma that can shoot out massive bursts of solar radiation at random. Although they are unlikely to directly endanger any of the life on Earth, these solar flares can create electromagnetic pulses that wipe out power grids, interfere with radio communications, and render technology invalid. 2. Depressurization. There is no air in space, obviously. However, that implies more danger than just having to hold your breath for a long time. The human body is adapted to the atmospheric pressure on Earth, which is why when you go up in an airplane or travel over mountain roads, you might experience a popping in your ears. In the vacuum of space, there is no air pressure. Within moments of stepping outside your spaceship, all of the water in your body would boil and evaporate, expanding rapidly until you popped like an overfilled balloon. 1. The Big Crunch / Big Rip. Everything must come to an end. But will there be an end to everything? Scientists agree that there will most likely be a determinate end to the universe, but how it will happen is still uncertain. One prevailing theory states that there will be a big crunch, in which the gravitational forces of the universe will reach their limit and cause the entire universe to cease expanding and fold back in on itself, eventually converging into a single infinitely tiny point before disappearing into nothingness. Another theory, known as the Big Rip, states that the universe will expand to the point that gravity loses all meaning, and the cosmos literally falls apart, even the particles in atoms eventually floating away from each other. I honestly can't decide which